sequence and series. In this lecture, we are going to define something called subsequence of a sequence. Here, you will have to note one thing very clearly. Whenever we talk of a subsequence, we call subsequence of some sequence, right? Now we must have a sequence, and that sequence is taken as Pn, right? We are going to consider a sequence of points. Now we are considering some sequence of points from the set of positive integers with this condition. If you recall whatsoever the things that we have learnt in sequences, you might have noticed that we have not imposed any condition of this sort for sequences. Here, while considering the positive integers, a sequence of positive integers, we are imposing some condition of this sort, right? The first element has to be smaller than the rest of the elements. The second element has to be bigger than the first element as well as smaller than the rest of the elements, right? Likewise, we are imposing a conditions. Then, in this sequence, we have P1, P2, P3, P4, P5 and it goes this way, right? Supposing I choose my 3 to be, this is my N1, okay? I collect this one. Here, I am going to take this value and I am not going to write this as P3 anymore. I am just going to give the notation Pn1 because my N1 is 3. Once I have chosen my 3 as N1, I cannot choose this 1 and 2, 1, 2, 3. These 3 values I cannot choose as N2. So my N2 may be any of this. Supposing this is my N2, I am going to write this P5 as Pn2. Right? So based on this sequence, I am going to pick the points from the original sequence and I am going to put that together, okay, in a sequence format, and this is what we are calling as subsequence of the given sequence, right? And there are some situations where a sequence does not converge but the subsequence converges. For example, let us consider Pn to be minus 1 to the power n, right? If you see here, what is your sequence Pn? It is minus 1, 1, minus 1, 1, minus 1, 1 and it is going this way, right? I am going to collect only the odd terms, that is 1 less than 3, less than 5, less than 7 and it is going this way. These are my sequence of positive integers with this condition, okay? I am collecting only the corresponding entries in this sequence and it is going to be what? Minus 1, minus 1, minus 1 and goes this way. And this sequence converges to minus 1, right? When a subsequence converges to when a subsequence is convergent, we call the limit of the subsequence, that is the limit of this convergence, as sequential limit. Subsequential limit, right? This minus 1 is a subsequential limit of this sequence, right? Whereas when you treat this as a separate sequence, this is the limit of this sequence and this is the limit of this sequence. You may wonder, is this the only example that we can give? No, there are plenty others as well, right? Even if you want to construct one example by your own, you may do it. Okay, let me give you the idea. Okay, now supposing if anyone asks you to construct a sequence which has 5 different subsequential limits, okay, 5 different subsequential limits, such kind of sequence we are going to construct now. Now my Pn is to be defined in several ways, okay, and what is the possibility of n values? They have to be taken from the set of positive integers, right? I may fix 5 different values here. The values A, B, C, D, A, E are 5 different values that I have chosen. These are going to be my subsequential limits, right? Now what am I going to do is that if my n is a multiple of 5, if my n is a multiple of 5 plus 1, n is a multiple of 5 plus 2, and this way I have defined. If I collect, okay, and I don't know whether I'll have only one thing or two things. Here what am I going to do is that I am going to take only all multiples of 5. This is this part, that is 5 less than 10, less than 15, less than 20, less than 25. This is the sequence that I am choosing, okay, and I am going to pick the corresponding entries in this sequence, and that is going to be what? A, this thing, and this is going to converge to what? This is going to converge to A. If I simply take 1 less than 6 less than 11 less than 16 less than 21, if I take sequence of this format and collect the corresponding entries here, I will have what? B, and this goes with this way, and this converges to B. Okay. In this way, if you try, you may identify these 5 are the subsequential limits of the given sequence. Sequence are you will have to be very careful with the definition of a sequence. That is, sequence is a mapping which is defined from the set of natural numbers or set of positive integers to any set X. Right? Still now, I don't know what these values are. These are taken from some metric space X with metric D. That can be anything. The main condition is that the domain has to be set of positive integers or natural numbers. Right? And here, the next what they have given, suppose a sequence converges to P. Okay? We have a limit of a sequence. Then, whatever may be the subsequence that you take, that will also converge to P. Okay? If all possible subsequence converges to a same subsequential limit, then the sequence also converges to the same limit. For example, the examples that we have considered right now. Okay, this was one and this was one, right? So, for this sequence, I was able to identify two subsequences. To be frank, of course, we may consider more than that as well, but we are able to identify two subsequential limits, -1 and 1. So we get two subsequential limits, which means it is not convergent. That we can conclude with this idea as well. And we know that this is not convergent since it is not going to have a unique limit, unique finite limit. Right? Come to this. Here also we have 5 possibilities for a subsequential limit. Therefore, it is not going to be convergent. Even in this, if you make your n goes to infinity, you don't know what is your n, which means you will not know what is the point that you are going to get out of these 5 when your n approaches infinity. Therefore, what? It is also not convergent. Okay. Now let us see with a simple example of a convergent sequences whether this property holds or not. Okay. A very simple example let us take, just to make the idea clear. Okay. Let me take Pn to be 1 upon n. What is going to happen in this? Let me take, we know that this Pn converges to 0, right? Where? This is important. Here I am talking in the space of real numbers. I am not talking in the space of positive real numbers, because when I speak in the space of positive real numbers, I will not have 0 inside it, and hence the sequence is not convergent in the set of positive integers. Okay, if I consider the set of non-negative integers, it is convergent. Here I am considering in the set of real numbers. Sorry, I said positive integers. In the positive reals, it is not convergent. In the non-negative reals, it is convergent. Hence, in the entire real line, it is convergent. Okay, this Pn converges to 0. Now let me take only the I will take only the odd terms. Okay, that is, I am going to take only P1, P3, P5, only these things to be my subsequence. It is going to be what? 1 upon 3, 1 upon 5, 1 upon 7, and it goes this way, right? So it converges to what? When you try to give a generalization to this, you can write this as 1 upon 2n plus 1 with n starting from what? N starting from 0, or you may write 2n minus 1 with n starting from 1. Okay, this also converges to 0. And if you take any like what okay, here I have taken only odd terms, and if you are going to take only even terms, then you will have 1 upon 2, 1 upon 4, 1 upon 6, and this can be generalized with what? 1 upon 2n, and this also converges to 0. Okay, now let me take all multiples of m. Okay, yeah, any positive integer m. So it is going to be 1 upon m, 1 upon 2m, 1 upon 3m, and it goes this way. And when I make the generalization, the general element is of what form? mn. And when I make my n approaches infinity, this also goes to 0. Here I have made odd, even, and some multiple. Okay, if you want to include any, if you want to build any more subsequences, that also you can build, and you could visualize that all the subsequence converges to 0, right? So this is one of the very important property when we deal with sequences and subsequences. If all possible subsequences converges to a same limit, okay, that is, all the subsequential limits are same, then the sequence converges. And when the sequence is convergent, we will have a same limit as a subsequential limit for whatsoever may be the subsequence that we take, right? Thank you for watching.